Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones. I want to thank you for joining us today. And family, it's a great day. Why? Bye-bye, 45. Wonderful, wonderful. Family from around the world, we want to thank you for your love, your appreciation for the Talk Beat Jones and Billy Jones. And we did a show Sunday, and that show has just blew up. It was just your following, your love is just incredible. As we mentioned, we're not here to compete for all of the telephone calls that may come in through the radio stations, etc. We're here to give you great information, a great program. Like you're watching television, you're sitting there, you just got your mouth drawn open because it's so good. That's the way we want to be. Let's check the lines real quickly, see how we're operating. See if they're working. Good morning. Let's see if you're on. You're live.
Good morning.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning, Billy Jones. How you doing today?
Wonderful. Hold on, please. Okay. Let's check this other line here. Hello. This is Billy Jones from Talk Beat. You're there? Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. We'll come back to that line. Hello. Hello. We're going to check it and see if everything is all right. Everything is working? Okay. Okay, let's see. They're not there. They're there. Let's go over here. Let's see what we're doing. Hello?
Okay.
Are you there?
Hello?
Okay, hold on. Just making sure we're getting you all situated here, okay? Let's try this one. Hello? Hello? Okay, we'll keep that line on hold and see what happens there. Okay. Once again, family, let's tell you what. Since I'm doing something, let me go right here. And would you please introduce yourself to the Talk Beat Jones family? I am Billy E. Jones, and we're going around the world. Hold on just a moment. Caller? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, you got to speak up. That's Mr. Leo. Okay.
You gotta speak up louder. I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on. Just follow him, please. Okay. Hold on, Leo. Can you hear me okay? Hello? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. I'm checking. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little low, but I can hear you.
You say we're a little low, but we can hear you. Okay, I'll get that straightened out. Leo, are we a little low on your end?
You're a little low. I can't.
Okay, I got you. I got you. We'll get that situated. We're talking to the engineer to make sure he can range the sounds up, because I've talked about that before. Thank you. So, family, we are working here
because what I want to do is try to get my sound levels right. I have some great folks that are ready to talk to you about what is going on. If you notice, I didn't give out any subject matter. I didn't start out giving out a lot of chatter, except to say, Talk Beat Jones, Billy Jones. We're on the air on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And of course, we go around the world. And I'm just so excited because I look on my Facebook page and see all these folks that are talking to me from around the world and commenting. Well, I want to let you know that as we are starting to get back, COVID knocked us out for a period of time. So we're just really starting to try to get everything back situated. But we're going to invite you from the Facebook family and from around the world to let me know that you want to talk. You have something that you want to talk to the world about. You're going to be able to contact me and I'll set you up so we can talk around the world with you as well. Because again, the family, it's not just in Highland Park, Detroit, or as we have our correspondent, Mr. Leo Brazil in Oakland, California. We go all throughout the United States. We go all around the world on the platforms. And with that, let me start off with this young lady. And the reason we're doing that is because we have a vice president that is a black lady. Can you talk to me? Because you give us your name and give us a little bit of information about you, because we're around the world and we're not just in Detroit, Highland Park, and folks don't know you. So give me a little bit about you and your name, please.
Hello?
Talking with you, yes. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Michelle Broughton on the line. Good morning, everyone. It's a wonderful day. Educator for Detroit Public Schools. A mom, a grandmom, a daughter, community activist, a precinct delegate. It's a lot of work to do.
That's a lot of work, but you be handling it. You be doing it, young lady. So tell me, what's on your mind when you know today? What's happening for you in your mind about today's events?
What's on my mind?
Yes.
Well, today I'm so excited about the events that are going on. We have a new president coming in the House, and we have a very exciting vice president coming in the House. And I think that's a glorious thing.
Mm-hmm. And so when you have the transfer, hold on just a moment, okay? Hello, who am I speaking with on this line?
Hello,
Yes, who am I speaking with on this line?
this is the Candle Man.
Hey, Candle Man, talk to me, brother. What? This is a new year.
How you doing, Billy?
Hey,
it's a beautiful day today, man. I supposed to been at the inauguration speaking today, but I chose you over there. That's how important you are to us.
Well, let me do this real quickly because again, people, including Leo, don't know who I am out here in Detroit. I came out here in 2004, and I started coming on the air here in 2006. And this gentleman here that you're speaking to, that you're listening, is a person that befriended me and let me know that he was my ride or die brother. And when I talked about doing a Jones exercise, this brother was one of the.
You talking to me because I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, it's real low.
Okay, Tim. We're gonna work on this.
I can hear you some, but it's low.
Okay, that's what I'm trying
Real
to.
low.
Okay, Tim. Okay, everybody on the phone is saying it's too low. They can't hear me.
When you're talking to
brother,
somebody else, you're real loud, but when you're talking to the individual, you're low.
I understand. We're trying to work that. The system is different. The engineers is trying to adjust to it. They're looking at whatever they're looking at, and I'm trying to explain that if you can't. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you better now, a little better.
Okay, that's better. Let me check with my other caller. Leo, can you hear me now? Leo.
Yes, you're very low. I can't barely hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, you maybe. Do you have a sound volume on your levels? What are you listening to us in?
Can you hear me?
What are you listening to me on, Leo? Are you listening on your phone?
I can hear you very, very low. I know you're talking, but
I
I
asked
can't
the
hear
question,
what you're
what
saying.
are you listening to me on, your computer or your phone? Are you listening to me on your computer or your telephone, Leo?
You got to bring it up louder, Billy. I
No,
can't.
no. Michelle, you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Hold on. Cameraman, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're low, but now I can hear you pretty good.
Okay. Well, we'll work through the other. Tim, don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. We'll work through that. Don't worry. Candleman,
Yes.
give me your assessments from Detroit's perspective about what is going on last year, what we're looking at this year, and the president. Just talk and represent the brothers and the sisters out here in Detroit, because we have a young man in Oakland, California, said he wants to hear from the folks in Detroit.
Well, from last year to this year, that pandemic messed up a lot of things in the city of Detroit. One of the things, a lot of folks fell behind on as far as making money, going to work. They cut out their business where they couldn't get to work and make their money, and the money that they sent to a lot of the folks wasn't enough for people. A lot of people that lost their homes, their lights got turned off, water turned off. People been stressed going through a thing. It's been a lot of attitudes in the city of Detroit because of what's some of the things that's going on here. As far as with this virus that they got going on, and you just have to be very careful out here, because now it looks like we getting more shootings out there, more robberies, more carjackings. And it's sad for me. I have to say that about my city, Billy. But I mean, the truth is the truth, and we need the people to stop a lot of the foolishness that's going on out there because of money wise, because it's been tight for us many times for far as black folks. And it shouldn't be no reason for people to go out and attack other people. We had a lot of incidents, shooting, and a girl just got killed. A kid got shot in the car while she was in there. She was from Ohio. We have another shooting. We had this reverend that be feeding the homeless. They carjacked them and hit them in the head. It's sad, man. That's what's going on out here. I do a lot of praying.
Took the van, took his van, and all of
straighten up among us first.
Okay.
Because we have to clean up our home before we go to speaking on somebody else's home, and
Tim.
I don't see that right now. That's going on. We got a lot of good things in the city of Detroit, and good people that's still out here fighting. Far as for we got a election coming up this year.
What type?
Mayor,
Wait.
City councils.
Okay, stop.
They putting stuff together for that right now.
Hold on, Candleman.
For that.
Candleman, hold on. You're going too fast. Remember, we're not talking just to our Detroit folks. We got people from around the world who don't know some of the things. You have to stop, break it down. So when it comes to the mayor's race, when it comes down to the council race, etc., we have to break those down individually and talk about it. So when we come back, what are you?
Now you faded real low for a minute. You faded in and out.
All right. How about now?
Now you better.
Now I'm better. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to go to my other baritone. Okay, what I was saying is that we have the mayor's race, we have the council race, and other things going on. So we have to break them down individually, so that the people that are not from Highland Park, Detroit, will be able to understand what and why we are speaking in that particular fashion. Hold on, please. Leo, can you hear me now?
You're very, very
okay,
low.
Leo, hold on. Michelle?
Yes.
What is it that you feel that you see that you now have a black woman as the vice president of the United States of America?
I feel that we will be represented, black women and the white women will benefit from it.
Okay.
But finally, for especially the people that I teach, the young women, the young girls, they can see that they can make it. And since Kamala Harris has arrived, she also attended a black college, so she knows about her culture. She knows the struggles that we're going through.
What college did she attend to?
And if we, the people, support her and make her do what we need to be done to have a better chance at life, I believe we have a chance to get that done because she's young enough to run for president. This is just the first step.
Okay, now
just the first, and optics is everything.
Okay, but let's
optics is everything. So you see her, you hear her. She's well versed, she's educated, and she is also humble, and she's also tough. You're not gonna, she's very, very tough and stern, but she's real people, and that's what I like most about her. That she represents the female that is educated, that can do the job, and that can do the job well.
So you are.
So we are very, very encouraged that finally the woman has arrived, and is going to be a hard road because I'm not. I don't have rose-colored glasses on. We still have to get that pay corrected. In any position, a woman is always paid less, 67 cents versus a man gets the whole dollar kind of thing.
Okay.
But her symbol is that we can. Her symbol gives women hope. And I believe now we can demand respect.
When you say now we can demand respect, can you elaborate a little bit further on that feeling?
So there were pioneers before her, not at the president level, but women in power. So my example would be Barbara Jordan. Very smart, highly educated, but not supported so much by the people. So she got as far as she could, but without the respect from your male counterpart and from your women, sadly, as well, she could only go so far. So now come forward with the hard work that Kamala has done, because she was an attorney general, then she made it into the U.S. Senate, and now she's won the bid for vice president. She had to have support to get there. She did run for president. She did have support. And now maybe the people at large will say, the woman can do the job. Maybe it's time to support our female counterpart because they can do the job just as well as the rest of the folks, which will be the male counterpart.
Okay. Hold on for a moment, okay? Mr. Leo Brazil, talk to me about the inauguration of Joe Biden.
Can you speak up a little louder, Billy?
Leo.
Can you speak up a little louder, Billy?
I don't know what's going on there.
Hello?
Hold on, Leo. Family, apparently we are having a problem with one of my lines, so I'm going to hold Mr. Leo back for a moment and work with the other two, and then I'll come back after we go to a commercial break and we'll find out what's going on with that line. Tell me.
No, you went all the way down on this one, Bill.
I'm all the way down on this one.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Oh,
I can hear you, but it's just, it's you down.
okay.
I can make out what you're saying.
Okay. Family, let me do this. My callers, let me do this. If you can make out what I am saying, I may not be as clear as you normally would expect me to be.
Right.
As we know, we've moved from this studio to the other studio while we were doing some repair work on this studio here. Now, apparently...
Now you go now.
Okay, so apparently, let me tell the audience...
Now you're coming back.
Okay, let me explain something to the audience. As an engineer, I was an engineer for about 15 years, So apparently the system is not gelling. That's all. The system is not
Okay.
gelling. We're having an up and we're having a down. So do I need to
I can
speak? Okay, do I need to speak in this tone? Or is it the microphone maybe? No, okay.
I hear you now.
Okay. I've got the microphone. I'm going to do what they say. I'm going to eat the microphone now. I'm just going to do it like this. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Bill.
All right, let me go back to Leo, see if I can hear me now. Leo, you may not be able to hear me that great, but if you can hear me, just tell me about what's on your mind about Joe Biden or the vaccination.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That's why I say just go ahead and talk.
Okay, when you talk to the other people, I hear you very clear and
Okay,
loud.
but that's
when
good.
you come to me, you are very, very low.
Okay,
So
Leo.
I guess maybe they're doing the same thing maybe on their end.
No,
that
they're-
when you're talking to me, that you're very clear, but when you
Leo, I do not have the time wise to go through that. Just talk to me. Tell me now. You talk to me, Leo.
what is your question?
My question is, do you have a thought about the Joe Biden inauguration that he's about to go through? Do you have a thought about the vaccination? You said you want to know where to get it. Did you find out? You say you want to find out, talk about his proposed bill that he is wanting to put out to help us?
Again, you are very low, and I hope that everybody can hear me clear. I am very happy that Joe Biden is now stepping into the presidency, and I want us to talk about his agenda.
Then
The
talk
fact
about
that
then talk about his agenda.
his agenda of $1.9 trillion that he has proposed. The Republicans are going to fight that. They didn't fight that $1 trillion tax cut for the rich, but now all of a sudden they're going to be physically conservative. And so we got to stop this hypocrisy and make sure that we put pressure on Biden and the Democrats to push this thing through and make the Republicans vote it down in front of everybody so that we can be clear on who it is that is hurting us. Our nation is in a crisis, in a depression type situation, and we have to spend money to help education, help health care, help get this plague under control so that our economy can come back. And until we get leadership from the White House, we're not going to get anywhere. And so I'm going to praise God for the miracle that he wrought in Georgia so that we now have a black woman who is the tie-breaking vote in the Senate. So let's put the agenda on the floor and let's go with it.
Okay. And what excites you? What excites you about the proposed agenda that Joe Biden is bringing out?
That everybody has a seat at the table now, and that all of the ethnic groups and all of the racial groups and all of the genders are sitting at the table now and can now speak up. But we have to not get in a situation where, I want to go back to my fishing trip or whatever. We now know that we are in a democracy, and a democracy means majority rule. And that means that the citizens have to be involved. You can't just say, I've elected you, now go do the work, Kamala. No, we've got to be on the job, like Benjamin Franklin was saying back in the day when they put this thing together. The price of liberty is eternal vigilance. And therefore, we got to be citizens every day. We cannot wait every 4 years or every 2 years when there is an election coming up. We have to stay informed about what is going on and what the issues are that we are concerned about. And that's why we need to listen to Billy E. Jones and programs like this that are going to keep these issues on our mind.
God bless you, brother. Hold on. Michelle Bowen.
Yes.
And tell them your name again.
My name is Michelle Broughton. I'm an educator for Detroit Public Schools. I'm a mother, grandmother, and a daughter.
All right. Now tell me something. We just lost Commissioner Jewel Ware. Did
Yes.
you have an understanding of her work?
Okay, I heard we lost you aware.
Okay.
And I am going to be helping that community when election come in to put in another woman. I don't really like the selection or how it went down. And even though they have their process, again, the Wayne County Commissioners ignored her district, didn't listen to the voters. I'm a precinct delegate. And their selection was already pre-picked. You know, you pick somebody who has 3, 4, 5 jobs and working up in Lansing with the governor to give them yet another income paid seat. Something's got to be done about that.
Well, question.
So hopefully the community in that district will do their due diligence, vet a candidate, hopefully another female that cares about the district and the citizens in that area, not somebody looking for glory, you know, because that was a crazy move. But the powers that be ignore, again, the people, the precinct delegates in that area, and the voters.
Well, question.
It's a shame.
Real quick question, and I'm going to let you stay with this, and I'm going to come back to you. But I want to ask the question. When you say the process was flawed, I'm saying that based upon what I'm hearing. Why is it, in your mind, the person that was selected, not elected, but selected to take the late Jewel Ware's position, Jonathan Kinloch, when you say he has 3, 4, 5 positions, can you kind of shed a light on why is it that the people who have the power continue to select Jonathan Kinloch to hold these different positions? Like you said, you got 3, 4 positions. Is it because he is the brother of Solomon Kinloch?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But you also heard of a yes man, you know, to the powers that be that we don't see, the invisible ones. Because again, on my research of this person, when he is also the head of the 13th Congressional District, when the Honorable John Conyers passed away, again, he ignored the voters, the precinct delegates, and said, oh, you don't need to be represented. Matter of fact, I'm going to make you guys wait a year before we have a selection or a special election to fill that seat. That's criminal. That's wrong. As a citizen, we have the right to be represented. And again, because the little people, the voters, we need to come together to have more power than we actually have. So you got the people in seats that allow this to happen. Okay. That's not right. You know, you have city council that's in that district. You have Wayne County commissioners in that district. You have state reps and senators in that district. And not one of them had an ounce of brain power to say, Jonathan, you don't need this position. The people have the right to be represented. I'm sorry the congressman passed away, but we have a duty to fill that seat. So disrespectful. And so you put the same disrespectful man in a seat where she gave her life to service the people. Her life was of service. She loved the people. When you put somebody like that in her seat, that's a slap in the face. But see, he says yes to the people above. He won't vote against Warren Evans, and I'll just say it because I'm sure, and if we watch the way he votes, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Well, let me go back and get a little ugly because we're giving history to the world and to my Highland Park and Detroit folk. And like I said, I don't care about what's going on the radio. This is my Billy E. Jones Talk B. Jones television show, and so it is the truth. Can you give us an understanding as to what happened back in the day when Jonathan Kinloch was the president of the school board?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, see, here's the thing is that... He was not a good representative of the children, because I believe if you're sitting on a school board, the teachers have a union to fight for them, right? Okay.
But who really fights for the students, the children? Who are the vanguards for the children? The teachers are to a point, but the school board has the responsibility to make sure they hire the proper teachers. We have the programs that are going to educate and elevate our young ones, our precious ones, and the money was mishandled, given to friends and other friends, and wasted. And so that's why you hear teachers always walking, protesting, saying supplies and small class size, and because we don't have what the money was sent to the district to do.
Okay.
Because of people like Jonathan Kinlock and others misappropriating the funds.
Okay, hold on just a moment. Mr. Candleman.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let's talk about again, for folks who are listening in Highland Park who've been misled, or Detroit have been misled, or the people in the world who want to understand what is going on in our area here. What do you see in terms of the council folks representing Detroit?
Well, we need to get rid of them council people that's represented, because they're not for the people, you know. And what she was saying is true. We put people in office because of names. Jonathan Kinlock shouldn't even be in that slot. My thing is, I think that the best person, whether it's a male or female, should be in that slot that care about the people. You know, we've been out there fighting, protesting with different organizations. You know, I done walk with Welfare Right, Minister Malik, you know, the water folks. You know, we've been fighting for a long time, and it's like we keep putting the same people in that same seat and expect something different. It's not going to work like that. The people have to get out and do their research and put the right people in the positions of this city council. You know, we got city council persons up in there just doing it for the job and the, you know, having a job and the money. And it's sad that it's that way, Billy, you know, because a lot of people is not getting out and voting, and we're getting these same folks out here voting for the same people with this name recognition, like the city council. They let so much stuff go through their hands as a yes person. They are a yes person, and that's how they keep winning. And they got the mayor is they backing him on things that they shouldn't back him on.
Hold on a minute. So you're speaking of, when you say the mayor, again, for the folks who don't know, we're talking to the Candleman, and the Candleman is talking about the mayor, and the mayor of Detroit is Mike Duggan. So family on the calls, you have to mention the names, because remember, we're not talking locally to Detroit, to Highland Park. We're talking to the world. We're talking to other parts of the state, to the United States of America. Also, we have a person that's on the phone with us from the Oakland area who don't know anything about necessarily some of the conversation and the names that we need to put out here, okay? So if you have
right.
So mention a name as you're going along when you come to a process like the mayor, Mike Duggan, or the city council.
Mike Duggan. Okay. Mayor Mike Duggan.
Mm-hmm. You
got the city councils that's out there. Here you got you know what's sad though, Billy? We got a city council person that got charges brought against them and still able to vote on certain stuff. Gabe Leland. He's still able to vote, and it shouldn't take place like that, because we had the young lady that I'm trying to think of her name. I think she's a state representative. That made that remark when she was they say she was drinking, and they stripped her.
Oh, you're talking about. Excuse me. You're speaking of Cynthia Johnson.
Cynthia Johnson. Thank you, sir. Cynthia Johnson. They stripped her, but they sit up here, and you got Dave Leland on the city council of Detroit that's still able to vote on certain stuff. And no one in that city council has stepped up and said nothing. Brenda Jones supposed to, she's the president. She should have been one of the first ones to say something.
But why? But wait, hold. But why would you say that Councilman Gabe Leland, should not be able to cast a vote. What's his problem? Why do you guys feel he shouldn't be on the council or shouldn't have a vote on the council? What has he done?
Because he took bribes. He took bribes. He got cases pending on him. He took bribes. Let that been me and you, we wouldn't have even been able to sit up there. You know, he got a case going. They took his case. They shifted Kim Worthy shifted case from the federal over into the state because she didn't want to have nothing to do with it. But when Kwame did what he did, she tried to eat him alive. But all of a sudden, you sending this man case over to the state. You know what I'm saying? When the Fed had it, it should have been stated with the Fed. It was a Fed case. He took bribery.
Okay.
You know, and it's sad that it's like that. We got. It's sad to say, but it's two sets of laws, one for them and one for us.
Okay, hold on just a moment. Mr. Leo Brazil, Oakland, California. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm on the line here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Question real quickly is, have you found anything about how they're going to do the vaccination?
Well, we're waiting to hear. I've got an appointment for next Monday for me because the governor has cleared everybody that's over 65 to get shots. So I'm waiting for Kaiser to let me in on Monday so that I can get my first shot.
Kaiser Permanente is a very large medical hospitalization program in Oakland, California, folks. So you're waiting you're waiting for the appointment, or you got the appointment?
I got the appointment for next Monday.
Oh, okay. So now he knows where he's going to get his shot.
Right.
Okay.
And I will be taking anybody else's shot that don't want to take theirs.
Well, don't take mine now, because I need it. That's for
all
real.
right. If you're going to take it, that's fine. But I hear all these people getting on talk about, I'm not taking my shot. You don't have to get on and announce that. Just don't take the shot and leave it there for me.
Who was Kamala Harris while she was serving in California?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, thank you.
Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Not Kamala. It's common, like common in Chicago there.
Oh,
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Okay.
Oakland, California born, Berkeley raised, and California bred all the way.
Okay. And what type of administrator of justice was she as she led the Department of Justice in California?
Well, again, the system is set up and the laws are set up, and she carried out the laws. We have people on the left fussing because she was a district attorney, and a district attorney is with the police and everything. That's not true. The people elect the district attorney, and if people don't want the district attorney in office, then they can vote him out. Same thing with Attorney General when she went up to Attorney General.
Okay.
I, as a 60 activist, fought like hell to get blacks as district attorneys and judges and so forth. So why would we fight like hell to get these people in position? Then once they get there, we start criticizing them and saying they're doing their job. Oh, they're sending people to prison. Of course they send people to prison because that's their job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things that she did was recognize that the war on drugs was a hype. And therefore, she made her decision that she wasn't going to be putting people in jail for marijuana and so forth. And yet, we finally came around in California and made marijuana legal. And then she was advocating all those people that went to prison for marijuana and everything should be released. And now she can do something about that at the federal level.
Well, hold on, Leo. Hold on. I thought I heard something, and I'm not sure if I heard it. Can you go back to where you were saying that Kamala Harris felt what way about the marijuana convictions? Can you go back over that again? I believe that I heard something different than what people have been told about Ms. Harris, the vice president.
As district attorney of San Francisco,
Yes.
she was not prosecuting people for low-level marijuana.
She was not prosecuting folks for low-level marijuana charges. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
When she became Attorney General, that was not her job as Attorney General to prosecute people for marijuana offenses, because that's all done at the district attorney and the county level.
Say that again, because again, I'm hearing these folks, again, all of these folks, keyboard revolutionary folks, and people get on the telephones and run their mouths, etc., who think they have the information. Give them the truth information about the vice president, please. Once again.
What was the information about Vice President?
About Ms. Harris, Vice President Harris.
Well, as Vice President, you see, the problem is it's not that we have marijuana legal in California, but it's not legal with the federal government. So a lot of people that run dispensaries and everything can't put their money in the bank because they're worried about the federal government coming in and seizing the money. And so they keep the money on their facilities, and that's why these brothers are robbing the facilities, because they know they got lots of cash there. What we need is the federal government, and for her to put pressure on Joe Biden or whatever to get this federal marijuana law passed and allow states to do their business so that these people in Oakland and other places that run dispensaries can take their cash to the bank every day in the armored car trucks like everything else.
Well, that sounds good, and we're going to come back and get back with you in just a few months. We're going to take a commercial break.
Is marijuana legal in Michigan?
I tell you what, I'm going to let some folks who are from Michigan tell you. Hold on just a moment. Candleman.
Yes.
The question is marijuana legal out here?
Yes, it's legal out here. It's not in the Fed, but in the state, it's legal.
Talk to him about how we do it out here in Detroit.
Well, it's the same like that. It's not legal in Fed, so a lot of people can't keep their money, put their money in the bank. So until they legalize it in with the Fed, federal and banks. So a lot of people they putting laws in here now where they want to be able to stop people when they smoking weed or if they think they're high off weed. So it's some new laws that's going out now, and we waiting on it. I don't get high. I don't smoke weed.
Right.
It's a thing that they got going on right now that it's legal here, and people is growing their own marijuana. But now it was on the news the other day where out in the suburbs that they saying people is renting houses or buying houses and making it a weed, where they grow their weed and
That's
stuff
right.
in. So they trying to get some law out in the suburbs to change that, where you have to live in the house.
All right.
In order to process the marijuana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Candleman. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to prepare to take a commercial break, family. And when we do, we'll come back and talk more with you on the Talk B. Jones. I am Billy Jones. Remember, the program is produced live on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And then we're spread. We're all over the universe, all around the world, with folks sharing. And please, we continue to share and push that like button and let folks hear what you're hearing. And again, family, this COVID-19, it wreaked havoc with all types of business, including the studio and the business here. Talk B. Jones, we were gone for a period of time, months. And then coming back, the studios is making some adjustments. We're still making some adjustments because the Talk B. Jones, we depend upon our sound. We depend upon the family to be able to hear clearly. And believe me this station, Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, and my great engineer here are working to get the equipment in sync. They've had to take some old equipment out, bring in new, and try to integrate that together, involve that together. So we're working on getting those fine tuning together to make it greater, better for you. This is a black media business, and we're asking for you to support this business of Mr. R.J. Watkins and Mr. Henry Tyler. But it's also yours because they represent you. We're going to take a commercial break and be right back after these commercials announcements.
We have an array of products to assist you in all your beauty or body needs. Do you want curly, soft, beautiful hair? Well, try our Relaxer line, designed to leave your hair soft, silky, and full of body. Or would you like beautiful, straight, shiny, long-lasting hair? Well, try our Cherry or Extreme Hold Spritz with our Cream Shine. It's guaranteed to give you that look you want. How about dry, achy feet or legs that you can't seem to keep moisturized? Well, try our African Shea Butter Foot Lotion. We have many products to help you with all phases of your beauty and body needs. For a full list of all our products, please visit our website at www.aeasysilk.com or call us at 313-277-2319.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and Once again, family, this is the Billy E. Jones Talk Beat Jones program, and I want to thank you once again for joining us. And still on the second half here, we want you to share so that folks will be able to hear and learn from around the world what we're doing here out of Highland Park, Detroit, on the Watkins Broadcasting Network. We're live right now. So if you want to call, you can call us still. 313-868-0342, also 0351 and 4336. And we're working to make sure we get all of these lines working proper, so we need you to call so we can keep fine-tuning. Okay, before we go back to the lines, I want to say this. Out of those 25,000 troops that are there, National Guard persons, they say that over 40 have been dismissed for COVID-19, and there's over 12 folks in that National Guard unit that was vetted and found that they're not fit to serve on this particular detail, and possibly 2 may be kicked out of the service altogether. Also, want to speak on the fact that our former governor Snyder has been charged, but the charges that he has been charged on is so so pity-panny. Yeah, pity-panny, not pity-anny, pity-panny, that it's almost like they shouldn't have even charged him. But I'm sure that folks are going to go after him and try to make him pay. But the Old Boy Network is still working in terms of even getting him charged and the charges that he's up with. Also, we want to speak on the fact that Kwame Kilpatrick has been commuted, not pardoned, but he has been commuted. And maybe we'll go through that with our family and find out what does that mean for Kwame Kilpatrick, and what does that mean for Detroit, etc. Once again, this is the Billy Jones Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones. And Miss Michelle Bro.
Yes.
Say your name.
My name is Michelle Broughton, and I'm an educator for Detroit Public Schools. I'm also a mother, also a grandmother, and a daughter.
Okay. What does it sound like to you to hear that Kwame Kilpatrick has been commuted?
Well, I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that from what I know, but I need to do more research, so don't hold it to me. It's my heart, it's not my head, that they will release him. He's completed the term that he served, and he can be released from jail. I also understand it's different from an expungement, so the charges will still remain on his record or in his background or a part of his history. But however, he will be released, as I understand it, from prison. And I hope that he's able to, his sons need him, you know. He is as a mother, I was heartbroken because in our community, when you have a baby And especially when you have a baby boy, you raise him as your son, you raise him as a young man, and he made it through the community. He made it. He went to college. He graduated. He went to law school. He graduated. He started a career, and at the end of the story, he still ended up in jail. See, that's America. It's horrible. But if he wasn't black, like the young man said before me, he'd probably be sitting in a seat, just like Gabe Leland, whatever the charges are, still doing his job.
Okay.
So I hope that was so over the top, the charges were for him to do. And I hope that he hasn't, that he can be restored mentally so that he can be an asset to the community, because he is now a library. He has a wealth of knowledge that he can shape and share with the next leader coming up.
Okay. Also, before I go to Mr. Candleman, hold on. Also, your mayor, the mayor of Detroit, Mr. Mayor Mike Duggan, when it was rumored earlier that Kwame Kilpatrick would be released, stated that he's going to make sure that Kwame is going to be taken care of, that he will have employment and everything that he needs to get him back on his feet, to make him a positive citizen and a contributing citizen when he returns. So we'll find out how truthful that information from the mayor will be kept. Tell me, Candleman.
Yes.
What is your thoughts about the release of our mayor Kwame Kilpatrick that has been commuted?
It's time. It's time for him to be released. They say commuted. They don't want. They won't say that they partnering because they don't want him being able to come home and run for a seat again right away. So that's why it was done like that. He still have a lot of followers, still out here, that he has a lot of followers. And Duggan then done so much wrong to the people here. That's why he want to keep Kwame quiet from saying anything, because he knows that he have a lot of followers, and Duggan running for mayor again in the city of Detroit. And if we don't get somebody in there to run for mayor of the city of Detroit, now I do think we need a lady in the city of Detroit for mayor. I agree with the caller before me. We need a lady mayor in the city of Detroit, because we done had all these guys and stuff, and you see how the city is being run. We done had we done went into bankruptcy. They done overtaxed us $600 million. The demolition program, they took money from that. The mayor owes $11,000 back for or $11 million in that area back for that. But people are just overlooking that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that it's like that. Now I'm gonna say this right quick. I do want to say this as far as the shot. I'm gonna wait for the shot. If anybody want mine, they can have it. Because I don't know what's in it, and I don't know the effect that it's going to take on people. Because right now it's a trial run. When you put something out like that, I got a journalist that I work with. He's a journalist, a researcher of a black newspaper, and he does a lot of research. And me and him talk, if not every day, every other day. And he send me different information on this vaccination shot and people that then took it. And certain scientists are speaking on it. So I'm gonna wait. And then for those that want to take it, go ahead. I work out. I take vitamins, and you have to pray. A lot of people don't work out and bring their immune system up, and that's one of the reasons how they catch certain virus out here. Now. I done had colds before and went through a thing.
But wait, my time is short, because again,
okay.
Go
ahead and get to California.
No.
But here, so he can get in and speak. But I'm gonna hold out on mine.
Okay, hold on.
I don't have nothing against the ones that go take it.
Hold on. Okay, Mr. Leo Brazil.
Yes, sir.
I found somebody that you can get his shot. He don't want it.
Say what?
He don't want his shot. Mr. Candleman don't want the shot. But going back, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between being commuted and being pardoned? And why is it that Donald Trump pardoned certain white folks, but he didn't pardon Kwame?
Well, this is a distinction that people mess up when they think about probation and parole. When you are on parole, you are still under your sentence. You are just out of jail. All right? When you're on probation, you're out of jail, but you still have certain rights or whatever, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But same thing with the commute. When you pardon, you are completely exonerated. That means that your record is expunged and you can function just like the thing never happened. But when you commute it, it's still on your record, but you're out of jail.
And
so by commuting, they say you could go free. You don't have to finish the rest of your sentence, but you cannot go out there and run for office. You may not be able to vote. It depends on what the state's, rules are on voting and everything.
He's still a felon, yes. Mm-hmm. His record says he's still a felon. And the fact that he had restitution to pay, he's still going to have to pay that restitution.
Right.
As opposed to if he was pardoned, all of that would have went away, correct?
Right.
Okay. Hold on a moment. Miss Michelle, how to say your last name?
Broughton, Broughton.
I've only been trying to get it right for about 6 or 7 years. It's okay. I'll get it. Now tell me, what is your last thoughts for today if you got folks, and you do have folks listening around the world, and you're speaking from Detroit, as well as my West Coast, Oakland, Bay Area, what last words would you say to them for today?
Don't give anybody a pass, not the president, not the vice president, not your local mayor, city council, anything. We have to stay the course, and we have to make them show their hand, and we have to demand that they keep their campaign promises. Because, the other groups do that. We need to do that. We, the African American, Black, whatever you want to call yourself, the citizens, the voters, the community, we need to make sure that they stay true to their campaign promises and the promises they didn't make. Whatever's going to make your conditions better, that's what we need to make them do. And that's what I'm going to do.
And speaking of making conditions better, give me 30 seconds on this. But we have the replacement for the late Sheriff Benny Napoleon, Mr. Washington. Do you know who that person is?
I do. He's actually an alumni of Detroit Public Schools, Henry Ford High School. So I do.
Okay.
And people, they may have their different things, but I'm going to be encouraged because he came from the ground up. He didn't come out the sky somewhere. He didn't come from, I'm a state rep, but now I decide I want to be the next sheriff. No. He's always been in law enforcement. I believe if he gets the help and support, and if he hires the people he needs to make sure that now we go forward, that he does what he's supposed to do for the community, for the people that he's in charge of.
Gotta go.
He might have a good run.
All right. Thank you, Michelle Cunny. Thank you. And would you please join me again next week or the week after?
I sure will. And thank you again for inviting me. Thank you. I'm so humble. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Candleman, got to say goodbye. You want to say your goodbyes real quickly?
Yeah, I just want to say goodbye, and I like Mr. Washington for the sheriff. I know him. I met him. He's a good person in that place. And one quick thing, you can vote when you was a felon, because I was one time, and I was able to vote. So,
great.
I want to say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for having me on. And
wait, Candleman.
Hear from you again where I can come in and talk.
Candleman.
Y'all all be safe and keep your mask on. Take your vitamins.
Hey, Candleman. You know that you're invited back here because you've been at this table with me. You've been a co-host with me on the air as well as, and I want you back. I want you on the air with me. I want you on the telephone with me when we come back on the bringing persons in. I want you to come in sometimes with me. You're my man.
All right.
You adopted me, and
Thank
I
you
adopted
very much, Billy. I
Okay.
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
you.
you.
Be safe, man.
You too. Gotta go.
Oh.
Leo.
Be safe, Billy, and get off the air, man, on time.
I'll talk to you. Thank you, brother. Family, this is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy Jones. Don't forget, we'll be back every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And I want to thank my brother, Timmy Tim, for taking care. And he's working through these things. We're working through it, but we got it together. We love you. We respect you. Share and tell your friends about the Talk Beat Jones. Billy Jones, every Wednesday, 10 a.m. live. Gotta go. Bye now. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And